Hi, this is Billie Beene here with a flash U.S. news update. Today's date is January 7, 2024, time about 12 noon in Texas, episode 114. We'll cover Miami, ETs plus AI, and CERN, and ET disclosure practice. So some of my sources are God in the Bible, Patriot subscribers, Mike from around the world, Before It's News, a recent interview by Beston Taylor, Israeli News Live, JWTV. So let's get started. So we had today is Sunday. So I believe that was Friday night. That would have been about January 7, 6, about 5 p.m. We began hearing reports of a mall in Miami, Florida, where teens were having some kind of fight. But we were also getting reports of 7 to 10 foot ETs who were fading in and out of view. Now I'll present two possible scenarios for this. Now, number one, we had above the mall, we had a camera set up. And we recall in the Fukushima 9 earthquake in Japan in 2011 that, wasn't it good? Because the camera was already set up, and then boom, the earthquake came and the tsunami came in. The camera was already set up. We see the same thing operating in the disclosure for this information coming out. You have a perspective of a camera above the scene, and we see rushing in about 200 police cars. Now, this is coming out from Beston Taylor, Larry Taylor, a retired police officer, that the radios inside the police car suddenly went dead. And I submit the reason we're not seeing thousands of smartphone videos is because inside the mall, simultaneously, internet went dead. Now the lights stayed on, and I've seen some of the videos allegedly showing shadow figures. I believe these videos showing shadow figures are not recording what people at the mall actually saw. And I believe it's possible that the Men in Black, a rogue division of the ACIO, Alien Contact Intel Organization, a division of the U.S. federal government, NSA, the Men in Black come into ET scenarios, do some kind of mind wipe, and people don't remember what it is they saw. I submit that also could have happened. Now, this is my perspective. I really believe this was a practice ET disclosure run by the U.S. federal government down to a state government, Florida, down to a local police department, Miami, because we see immediately 200 police cars as if they had had a pre-planned setup to rush to this mall. And I submit that many individuals inside this mall did see some type of figure 7 to 10 feet tall ETs. Now, how is it they could do that? One scenario put forth by Israeli News Live, Stephen Ben-Nun. Stephen was formerly with the CIA, now has a ministry, but regularly gets updates from the Pentagon. Came on, and I'll link his video, that ETs could have come through portals and appeared, and they could have been fading in and out of individuals seeing them based on their frequency and vibration. That could have happened. It could have taken place through CERNs being coordinated inside the U.S. So far, from my Patriot subscribers, I know about 4 CERN locations. One near the Great Lakes, one in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, one in Long Island, one in New Jersey. Now, CERN is an underground science location, and they have this huge track. It's probably about 1 mile in circumference, and they energetically put particles around this track. Initially, the objective was to track neutrinos, which are invisible particles that come from space. But now we know it's much more likely that they were trying to open portals, open a doorway between our Earth dimension and another dimension in space, and let these beings come in. So that's one scenario that Israeli News Live is putting forth. My take is it's more likely what Mike from around the world, who's regularly on Pastor Paul Begley's Thursday night program, we believe he works for the federal government, NSA, or FEMA. And not this last week, but the previous week, I'll link that video for you, talked about AI. And AI would have the capability to do many of these things that we're seeing that took place in this ET event at a local mall. Now, I understand some of the teenagers were arrested. I submit that was an auxiliary type situation. So we have a mall in Florida. Now, so what Mike from around the world brought out a week before last is that AI can use radio waves in any area, which are ubiquitous now, plus light, and can generate images. I submit this was an AI controlled event, and it was done in conjunction with a practice exercise with the Miami Police Department, hence all those 200 police cars immediately rushing there. Now, what AI could have done is, yeah, they could have shut down the radios on the police cars. They could have shut down the internet, left the lights on. I suggest seeing the movie Eagle Eye. That'll give you some insight into the control. And also with these images, a model could have been from the movie Predator, where we had an off-world being who could, like a chameleon, blend in with surroundings and disappear. I believe this ET event at the Florida Mall most likely was a practice by AI, because I don't think it was accidental. This information just came out from Mike from around the world. So the AI could have turned off the police radios, could have turned off the internet so the smartphones wouldn't work, and taken control of the phones, and then manipulated existing radio waves in the area, plus light, to create the images of these ETs. So this concludes my flash. I love you, and I'll see you soon.